Hello, beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. My name is Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro because through meditation, I saw myself as a conductor of the symphony of all of the energetics that exist all around us all of the time. So that is just sort of my a little inkling into what I view as like my way in the world as given to me in a vision or message from spirit. And that is truly what I am seeking to do within my life and help others to do, is connect all of their bodies into a synchronistic and harmonious flow with the highest expression of who we truly are. So that is the culmination of our energy body, spirit, physical body, mental body, and emotional body. And there's this flow that happens within that. And I'm like kind of in the midst of my journey and path of like creating things to help people better align with that idea. This is just one of the things that my YouTube channel is sat here for a really long time, and I've shared a couple things about Reiki within here. However, I'm really feeling like I am attuned to the Reiki energy, and I recognize its universality of it. However, like I really, in my heart mind, what I've connected with most is just that idea of this life force energy that is available to anyone who is any one of us that's alive, plants, animals, humans. It's just that we have a way to connect with that and articulate it in our own unique human ways, right? Like we do have intelligence, as does everything that is alive on our planet. Everything has this intelligent life force energy flowing through it. And that's what I connect with and set the intention within my healing space. So I have two online spaces. I have this container where I met just a little bit ago today on Monday, where we meditate every Monday just to kind of lay the foundation for our week of really reminding ourselves to stay in tune with our breath, which is, and just calming our nervous system. And that space is the harmonic.us. So if you type in the harmonic.us and hit enter, you'll go to that space. And I would love to have you join in that container and receive those, little meditative messages every Monday. And then I also have my online sacred healing medicine space within the harmonic.us. It's a little ensemble. It's called the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. It's subscription based, so it costs you $19.99 a month to participate. And every Tune In Tuesday, so tomorrow, I will show up in that space live and in person, and I will give messages from spirit of like the energetics that are flowing around that I feel are pertinent to share within the week. And then we do a guided meditation where the life force energy, that healing, that energetic healing flows to and through you the entire transmission, but we really tune into it at the end of each session to allow the just power of that tuning into your own heart, mind, and breath for healing purposes. And then you also receive that Reiki energy or the life force energy every single day, because I send it when your clock says 9 o'clock in the morning. If you are a paid subscriber, that energy flows to and through you to keep your energy body clear and clean and free flowing. Kind of like, people take showers every day. Like you want to keep your energetic body clean and free flowing on the daily. So that was what was put on my heart. In 2017, when I created Heart Rhythm Healing, I really wanted to find a way to make it accessible and affordable for everyone. And Spirit has guided me to open that space for the low price of $19.99. And again, my hope is that it grows and expands so that I can take that currency and reinvest it back into the container in and of itself into my own education and learning and growth and experiences. And I have this huge vision of the things, the healing collaborative things that I want to do within that space. But I have to start at the ground level, right? So right here, right now, it is just, we do Tune In Tuesday. I have absolute plans to grow that space as the currency comes in, as the energetics, grow in abundance and richness, then that will spill out over into all of us. I plan to share the wealth for sure, but it's got to start first. So, like I said, I have this huge vision, but that's in the future. And we need to stay in the now, and we need to do what we can do now to get to where we want to be. And the more we stay focused on that end target, that feeling and the idea that life is working in your favor and is on your side and pulling together things that you just cannot see, as long as you stay consistent and focused on what you yourself can do within that moment, supporting and loving your body, your all bodies, right? The spiritual, the energetic, the physical, the mental, the emotional, all the things. Like when you really truly begin to consistently dive in and tend to and care for each one of those aspects of you to the best of your ability, allowing for grace and falling down and picking yourself back up, like all the things, magic happens. And one of the things that has magically appeared in my world was the introduction to the Mayan Galactic Calendar, a multidimensional experience of time. These calendars are available at 13moon.com. I became aware of this whole way of keeping time through a YouTube channel called Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. Cassia starts with a K, so Cosmic C Consciousness starts with a C, and then with Cassia, and her name starts with a K. Look it up. Subscribe to her channel. She's freaking amazeballs. I love that girl, and I've never met her in person, but I feel like I know her, even though we've never met. And then the other resource that I tune into that I just realized I haven't yet today, I need to pull this up, is the Astro Dream Advisor. So there's a lot going on today that I need to touch on. So today might be a little longer transmission session, whatever you want to call it. So we rounded out the Red Moon Wavespell. Yesterday was the last day, and I don't think that I read this on December 24th. I don't think I read through this, but it is what it is. I believe that things happen exactly the way that they're supposed to, so I'm not going to worry about it. However, hopefully today I will remember, because we are kicking off a new Wavespell today. It is the White Wind Wavespell. That is the energetic flow that we are in for the next 13 days. And today is the White Magnetic Wind. All right, so I'm going to pull up. Anyone who wants to know their galactic signature, there's a free resource at, I believe, 13moon.com and Astro Dream Advisor. Both have ways to calculate that. However, if you do not want to take the time to do that yourself, feel free to message me, reach out to me, and for a small fee, I will figure it out for you and send you like a little synopsis of what that means for you. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I'm going to be honest, I don't want to do a ton of those, but if you really, truly don't want to do it yourself, I'd be happy to offer that as a little service. But it's free. You can do it on your own too, through 13moon.com and astrodreamadvisor.com. They both have calculators for your galactic signature. Mine is, I'm a white spectral wizard. So before I dive too deeply into today's energetics, I also wanted to make sure that I reminded us that our new year, this galactic new year, started July 26th, 2022, and it is a red self-existing moon year. So the code words and the key words of this whole 13 moon calendar year they've been infused with. So like the whole, what I've learned is it's the idea of like really meditating upon these keywords and what they mean for you personally, and on a planetary level. So it's personal and planetary are the two like focuses of this galactic time, right? Like we are a unique, individualized, what's the word I'm looking for? Like piece of this galactic puzzle. So we are a part of the whole, right? We complete the whole, but we have our own unique blueprint that we are like walking out, so to speak, mentally, emotionally, energetically, all of those bodies. Like we have this blueprint that we are like walking through, walking out, laying out, honestly manifesting into the physical. Like we are imprinting our own blueprint into the physical world, whether we realize it or not. But we also have a planetary role to play, right? So we are this, this personalized, individual, unique piece of this planetary puzzle. Honestly, like it's a galactic puzzle, but right now, like planetary puzzle. And those two things are integrated, like they are intimately connected. So it's both, right? Like we have a personal responsibility and a planetary responsibility. Individual and collective, if you like those words better. So these code words are infused into this entire, the energetic flow of this whole red self-existing moon year. So the tone is this self-existing tone. It's this quality. So that what I'm learning is that this whole idea is that it's a spiral of time, and it spirals through these 13 tones and the 20 tribes. And then there's those individual galactic signatures, which is unique to the day that you were born. And there's 260 of those, which is essentially 13 times 20 is 260. Self-existing tone is tone 4. So we are in the 4th tone of the 13 moon calendar spiral of time, if that makes sense. So last year was yellow electric seed. So it was the 3rd tone, the electric tone was the whole year. This year is the red self-existing moon. So the whole year is infused with tone 4, self-existing. Next year will be a tone 5 lunar year. That spiral is gonna flow with overtone qualities. Those are the code words or the keywords. So I'm trying to figure out, so if I go to the end of this year's calendar, yellow electric human. Let's see if I can figure this out, yeah. Because again, I'm learning. Okay, so it will be, oh wow, it's my year next year. It's a white overtone wizard year. That's my guess. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that next year will be a white overtone wizard year, because again, we're cycling through those tones. So if this year is a self-existing tone, next year has to be an overtone tone, because we'll cycle into that 5th tone. I hope this is making sense. So we're in the 4th tone year of the red self-existing moon. The code words for the tone are define, measure, and form. So allow those words to percolate and marinate within you, both, like marinate and then percolate, and what bubbles up for you. Like when you think about define, measure, form, that's the key, the energetic code words for this whole year, along with the red moon code words, which are purifies, universal water, and flow. And we just came out of a red moon Wavespell. So all those were amplified, right? Like those qualities were amplified that last Wavespell, that purification and the idea of, universal water or yep, and flow, that flowy feminine energy, right? So today marks a new wave spell. So we're spiraling through the next energetic flow of time, which is the white wind wave spell. So before I dive into that, though, I want to also mention we're still in a rhythmic moon of equality. So through this 28-day lunar cycle, we have the qualities of the rhythmic tone, which are organize, balance, and equality. So all of these keywords define, measure, form, purifies, universal water, flow, organize, balance, equality. All of those are still very prevalent right now in this current moment. And then again, we've flowed into the next spiral of the white wind wave spell. And that brings with it the energy of the white wind, which is communicate, spirit, and breath. So, and today is an invitation. So today is focused around the heart chakra, which is anytime that the Mayan Galactic Calendar day focuses on the heart chakra. It's an invitation to join the Rainbow Bridge meditation, which exists. There's information about it at 13moon.com. I have been wanting to put together a video that like people can listen to and while they go through this Rainbow Bridge meditation. So maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll just get her done. I've been wanting to get into that space of just taking inspired action and doing the do, and I suck at that. So maybe I'll get better. But it's also a galactic activation portal today. So I want to tell you all the things about all the things. So I'm going to start at Galactic Activation Portal. If I can find it, here we go. So this symbol right here, I'm going to show you the galactic matrix. The 260-day galactic matrix is right here. And if you see, the gray colored days make that symbol of the galactic activation portal. So there's this galactic activation portal that it flows from, like that's when the galactic activation portals exist, is that all of those days. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so galactic activation portal. This symbol signifies a galactic activation portal day. These days invite you to enter gateways of expanded consciousness and amplify your awareness of energy flows and information exchange. Within the 260-day galactic cycle, there are 52 portals. So 52 of these galactic activation portals exist throughout the self-existing moon year, this year, and every year. These specific kin form the loom of the Maya, which is a bilateral symmetry pattern that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix, integrating the galactic code of light into the genetic code of life. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to read that again. So these specific kin form the loom of the Maya, which is a bilateral symmetry pattern that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix, integrating the galactic code of light into the genetic code of life. This portal information is a resonant structure linked to the activation of our full DNA potential. So I'm feeling that this is a really powerful galactic activation portal because we have just cycled through the 1212 portal, which is essentially this influx of highly potent light energy that is recoding our DNA and activating our DNA codes. So taking time today to really meditate upon and dive into that potent, powerful galactic activation portal and really allow all of those activations and codes to gel and sort of like, I guess, turn on all of the DNA, like genetic coding that needs to be turned on, like really allow that to gel and come together. It's just what I'm feeling. Very cool. So again, Galactic Rainbow Bridge Activation Day is today. On the Heart Chakra Day of every week, take a moment to visualize a rainbow around the Earth. So it could be as simple as that, y'all. Just close your eyes and envision a rainbow around the Earth. One of the things that I have read that they tied into are the like Aurora Borealis, which is in the north. And then there's also a southern one, and I can't think of the name of that one right now, but linking those two like light arcs that exist around our planet naturally. And that creates this rainbow bridge around the Earth, and energize this vision in your heart. So again, to learn more, go to 13moon.com/rainbowbridge.htm. And again, I want to create a meditation here that people can just like close their eyes and be guided through by my voice. So that, and maybe even have like some meditation music in the background. Okay, so that is the Galactic Activation Portal and Rainbow Bridge Activation Day. That is today. So, and I want to show you here on today's date, this white magnetic wind day here. So this indicates the Wavespell that initiates today. This indicates the Galactic Activation Portal that exists today. And then we have the Rainbow Bridge activation meditation coding here that's on the Heart Chakra Day of today. So all of this is today's calendar date. You see, I don't know if that's backwards or not. Hopefully it's not. All right, so we're going to dive into, so the energetic of the wave spell is the same as the energy of today. So we're in a white wind wave spell, but we're on the magnetic tone day one of this wave spell, which is also a white magnetic wind day. So we have both. So I'm going to start by reading the tone of today. And before I do that, I wanted to share with you what I read at the top of the calendar today, because again, I'm learning right along with y'all. The 13 tones of creation collectively form the wave spell cycle. Each tone presents qualitative and numeric meaning in itself and in relationship to the other tones. Where the 20 solar tribes provide measure, the 13 galactic tones portray the movement of creation. Showing the progression of life in interconnected stages. Sorry, I paused because I was kind of connecting to that idea of the genetic, like the genetic galactic code of light, like entering the genetic code of life. And for some reason, the solar tribes and the galactic tones, I feel like there's a connection there, but again, I'm really new, so I might need to unpack that. Or maybe if you all have an intuitive hit about maybe what I'm connecting or seeking to understand, I would love it if you'd share it with me. If I remember, maybe I'll come back and share more about what I kind of drum up if I dive deeper into that. So these universal energies govern the unfolding sequence of the recurring 13-day cycle, as well as the 13 moons of the year, and also correspond to the 13 major articulations or joints, which allow our body movement. So what they mean are we have 2 ankles, 2 knees, 2 hips, 2 wrists, 2 elbows, 2 shoulders, and 1 neck or spine. Working with the tones, we are invited to see life as a process, reflecting on these naturally occurring patterns of inner and outer growth. In addition to its name, each tone has 3 specific code words, exact keys to unlock their power. action, and essence. As succinct clues, these code words are the ideal point of focus to understand the unique functions of the 13 tones. The paragraphs presented for each tone are inspired by the codes and merely reflect various insights one can derive from their contemplation. As a language of energies, the codes of Dreamspell offer precise portals into the mathematical nature of our fourth dimensional time. So I was reminded that there are affirmations that go along with each day. And so I'm going to do my best to remember that. And when I do these episodes here in YouTube, I want to share the affirmation of the day. So again, these 13 tones and 20 tribes all have 3 code words tied to them. So the tones, and each one breaks down into a power word, an action word, and an essence word. So magnetic, the power is unify, the action is attract, and the essence is purpose. And then we have the white wind. There's a time cell attribute. So for white wind, the time cell is input. So we have the different types are input, store, process, output, and matrix. So we have input is the time cell, and then the action is communicate. The essence is breath, and the power is spirit. So the daily affirmation for today on this white magnetic wind day, kicking off the white wind wave spell, the dream spell affirmation. So it's a fusion of the tone and tribe's key words into a succinct code language focused on by people around the globe. Activate these formulas for insight into the movement and measure of fourth dimensional synchronic time. So again, remember, like, define, measure, and form are the code words for this whole year. And these insights it's the formula for insight into the movement and measure of fourth dimensional time. So I feel like that's important. All right, so I unify. This is the affirmation. I unify in order to communicate, attracting breath. I seal the input of spirit with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by the power of spirit, because that is today's, what do they call it? Guiding tribe power is guided by spirit. So again, I unify in order to communicate, attracting breath. I seal the input of spirit with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by the power of spirit. And then if it's a galactic activation portal day, I think we're guided by our own power doubled. On portal days include the phrase, I am a galactic activation portal, enter me. I am guided by my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal, enter me. Yep. So one more time. I unify in order to communicate, attracting breath. I seal the input of spirit with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So that's the affirmation for today. So we have the tone 1, this magnetic tone that is prevalent during day 1 of every Wavespell initiation day. So we're back to tone 1. And again, it's this idea that we are spiraling through time, coming back to flowing through that same synchronistic flow. Like it is a spiral. We keep coming back around. So we're back to 1. We're back to the beginning of this, of the tonal flow of creation. Tone 1, magnetic tone. The 3 key code words are unify, attract, and purpose. All things are the differentiation of one infinity. Tone 1 represents the source of creation, the indivisible essence of all that is. In the unified whole of life, nothing is outside of the one. Awakening to the inherent unity of all things can expand one's sense of purpose. We realize we are each an expression of totality, embodying a unique and essential contribution. So again, that's personal and planetary. When seeking our purpose, we find it is alive, encoded within us. It is one with who we are. So if it's alive, it changes, right? Because change is the only constant. So your purpose will evolve as you evolve. It calls to us cellularly, and it nudges us through obvious attractions that draw our attention. So again, if you've been drawn in here, it's on purpose. You're meant to be here, beautiful love light. And I welcome you. I'm so thankful that you're here. I just love and treasure you and the uniqueness that you individually bring into this, the vast macrocosm of life at the most microcosmic level. And we are each individually doing that. And I'm just grateful that you're here. So thank you. Once we have unified with our purpose, we naturally magnetize that which supports its unfoldment. Okay, I want to read that again because that is essentially the law of attraction and manifestation right there. Once we have unified with our purpose, and remember, it's changing, so we have to be adaptable and flowy to stay aligned and in tune with that purpose. I mean, it's not going to shift on a dime, but it might, but you should be prepared. Like there will be signs and signals. So once we have unified with our purpose, harmonizing with that highest expression, we naturally magnetize that which supports its unfoldment. From the vast realms of infinite possibility, all is attainable. As we open to receive from Source, the source which provides all, resources and synchronistic opportunity are gracefully attracted. We find that others are drawn to the same cause, and we are never alone on this journey. Oneness decrees there is only one moment. This one, right here, right now. The ever-changing now. As the now shifts, so must purpose transform as the moment directs. No purpose is too small. Every act serves the grand weaving of reality. In a continuous stream of energy, not a single movement can be insignificant. In a continuous stream of energy, not a single movement can be insignificant. Ultimately, when investigating what our purpose is, let us know. True purpose must serve the oneness. We all serve the oneness by serving the now with sincerity and heart. So whatever you feel is most pertinent in that divine, generous, present, ever-changing now moment, that's what your purpose is. And the more you stay in alignment with that flow, pulling out and recognizing, okay, this is what's most important right now. The more you stay in tune with that, the more you're going to magnetize to you exactly what you need to continue to bring your purpose through its unfoldment. That is the tone of today, to unify, unify with that purpose, unify, harmonize with that highest expression of self, which is what my message is to the world. That's what I do in the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble, is we are harmonizing with our highest expression of self weekly, every single week, staying consistent to harmonize, come back to that space, right? Unify, attract. We begin to magnetize and attract the things to us that are going to help that purpose, that last key word, to unfold into the three-dimensional physical plane, to manifest into reality what it is that we are each uniquely and individually here to birth into the world on an ongoing basis, right? We have these things, the seeds that are planted, and then that creation comes together, and there's a gestation period, and then you birth what it is that you've been creating and working on. It's this beautiful natural process. But we also have the qualities of white wind. So today and for the next 13 days, these energetics are going to be at our disposal to use. So I didn't go live yesterday. Yesterday was a red cosmic dragon day. So it was the 13th tone, which is cosmic. And I'll touch on that real fast for you. Those three keywords are endure, transcend, and presence. 13 is the key to the Mayan Galactic codes of fourth dimensional time and to the annual lunation cycles by which Earth is guided in her solar path. That's from 13 moons in motion. 12 represents the coherent formation of the sacred circle. 13 signifies the expansive spirit of the ascending spiral. Without the transcendent quality of 13, the force of circulation itself, 12 can leave us locked in infinitely complex details of form. Where 12 upholds the supreme coordination of third dimensional physical order, 13 ushers in the supreme revelation of the fourth dimensional spiritual synchronic order. The cosmic tone beckons us to transcend the limiting logic of linear time, that we may expand into radial time. So that's just a taste of what the cosmic tone is all about. Red Dragon's three key words are nurtures, birth, and being. And the quote from the Tao Te Ching is, love the world as your own self. Then you can truly care for all things. So it's a cycle of learning to love yourself, so that when you fill your own vessel with all the love and light and joy and peace and higher consciousness vibrations that you can actively, intentionally, consciously choose and draw into you, you will build up the energetics of all of that high frequency energy, and it will overflow into the collective. You will naturally be a more kind, compassionate, loving person when you have first filled your vessel with kindness, compassion, love, peace. So love the world as your own self. Love yourself first. Then you can truly care for all things. Once you know how to care for and tend to yourself, you are familiar and equipped with the ability to love and tend to and care for others. All right, so white wind today, where we're at. White wind's keywords. Well, the directional quality of the north is tied with white, and it is refines. So we are we initiated, right, with the red, and now we're refining. So something energetically was initiated during the last 13-day Wavespell. You should intuitively know what that is. If not, spend some time with yourself to identify what initiated the last 13 days. In this next 13-day Wavespell with the white wind energy, we are going to refine what has been initiated. The key code words are communicates, spirit, and breath. The quote is from Dennis Kucinich, Kucinich, Kucinich. Dennis, I apologize. I do not know who you are. Spirit, this is the quote. Spirit merges with matter to sanctify the universe. Matter transcends to return to spirit. The interchangeability of matter and spirit means the starlit magic of the outermost life of our universe becomes the soul light magic of the innermost life of ourself. So there's that cosmic light galactic coding with the microcosmic light and intergenetic coding of life, right? Light and life. That was the quote by Dennis Kucinich. Spirit, like breath, like wind, is an invisible force. Witnessed only in the elements, it moves. So you can't see breath, but if I take my little lens cleaner, we see it impacting that, right? It's not really working out for me. I love my tinctures. Clear that energy, right? Spirit, like breath, like wind, is a messenger of circulation, allowing fresh currents to move through our channels, invigorating and reorienting us, which is why meditation is so key. It reinvigorates and reorients us, where we connect with that breath, that spirit, that wind that flows through us. When we express as inspired, spirit moves through us freely. Our abilities and styles of communicating shape our realities and our relationships with others. Healthy exchange conveys ideas and feelings, inviting clarity, insight, and enhanced intimacy. Let ears be open so truths may be spoken. White wind also prompts us to commune with our personal spiritual realm and discover how we can transmit our inspiration from the unseen into the physical dimension, to share our revelations and enthusiasm, which is why I'm here, y'all. I'm really enthusiastic about all of the things I'm learning, and I wanted to share them. So I don't know if I've had any real revelations of my own necessarily. I'm just seeking to share the revelations of others, and know that as I do, I will connect with my own ideas and interpretations of all of these energetics, as will you, and share as they come up. Please, I want to know what you're thinking and feeling about all this stuff. Breath is the fuel of life. As Native American teachings share, quote, through our breath, we are in relation with all life, never separate from the great mystery, end quote. Not only does breath carry oxygen throughout our bodies and brains, it integrates our mind-body-spirit connection, enlivening their inherent sacred alliance. Breath helps us to commune, to calm, center, and refine our responses. Breath is a powerful tool in eliminating stresses and toxins, and overall has a profound effect on how we feel emotionally and physically, and on the state of our mind. White wind advises, breathe consciously, breathe deeply. Communicate to convey your truths and create connections. Follow your spirit without hesitation. And a final quote by Rumi, one of my faves. For spirit is so near that you can see it. So that energy is flowing through this cosmically aligned day and throughout the Wavespell of the next 13 days. So I'm going to read to you this white wind Wavespell energy from Astro Dream Advisor. So if you are a white wind, if you're a part of the tribe, Your personal wave spell happens only once every 260 days. I have found it to be an amazing intention setting time, as well as an indicator of the main themes for the next 260 days until your next wave spell. Well, that's kind of exciting since mine is up next. Sweet. Right? Oh no, that's the next year. I don't know when my wave spell's up next. I lied. Sorry. I was thinking of the next lunar year as a white wizard year. Overtone wizard year. Again, I'm a white spectral wizard, but my tribe will be shining all next year. I digress. I suggest that you keep a journal during these 13 days. Start your day by writing down any dreams you have and interpreting them the best you can. If you haven't done any dream interpretation before, remember that the most important aspect of your dream is your feelings. Example, a recent dream. I'm going to set this up here. I'm just reading off my phone, y'all. A recent dream of mine, and this is the author of this Astro Dream Advisor page. This isn't me. My legs and arms were bloated with water. I could stop there, but how did I feel? Uncomfortable and worried, but not fearful. Those feelings are the key to the rest of my dream. Your dreams contain messages for you. Then read through each day's questions, which we'll go through as I have these lives on the day, and synthesize it with the energy of the daykeeper for that day. Write down the question and glean the answer from the daykeeper's energy. Allow the ahas to bubble up. Then go about your day. If you have time at the end of the day, write down what happened during the day, what interesting events, conversations, did something new happen? Even the smallest detail may hold significance. What animals crossed your path? Were they alive? Were they dead? Be aware of the symbols around you. The material world has been cloaked in symbols, camouflaging the real meaning or essence. And if they seem significant, include them in your day's events and feelings. See if the day's events help you to answer the day's question. Keep allowing those ahas to happen. All right, so we're going to read today's question. Day 1 of the White Wind Wave Spell. How do I call forth the resonance of my true vibration? So that is for you to contemplate today. How do I call forth the resonance of my true vibration? And yet again, I would love to extend an invitation to you to come into my online sacred medicine space, the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, because that is exactly, we are working on calling forth the resonance of your true vibration, your highest expression of self. So white wind qualities: spirit, breath, wind, presence, truth, communication, inspiration, non-tangible, idealistic, simplicity, integration of polarities, unseen forces, co-creator of reality. White wind is the galactic wind, the catalyzing current, the spirit that moves through all things. If I may, the life force energy. It is the divine breath that gives life to all creation, the unseen essence of solar energy. White wind is the breath of inspiration, the fertilizing force of the wind. Its essence is the movement of spirit as it penetrates into form to enliven, purify, and inspire. Allow your life to be more like the wind, free-flowing and open to spirit. White wind represents spontaneity and simplicity. As you experience the truth of the present moment, white wind leaves you free to move on to the next moment without the baggage of desire, regret, or expectation. White wind is the simple knowledge that invisible forces are always moving in your life, guiding and inspiring. White wind also embodies the concept of presence in an expression of beingness, a creator of intimacy. It has to do with being wise in your simplicity. From simple beingness, your true identity emerges. Presence is being open, aware, and in the now. Presence is being there for whatever is. Think back to a time when someone looked deeply into your eyes, acknowledging your beingness with their full presence. Remember how wonderful and intimate that felt? When you want to be intimate with someone, become equally open, aware, and present. When you bring your awareness into the present moment, everything else falls away. When you are fully present, your mind is not preparing responses to what it's hearing while you're listening and feeling. Drop your evaluating and reactive nature. Trust that your heart will have the appropriate response when the time comes. Allow your mind to be quietly responsive, like a pool of water, natural in its unconditional acceptance of the moment. Presence is simple. It's like being caught in the moment by the beauty of nature. Presence is your natural state of being. When you are present, your heart feels open, charged, and full. When you are present, whether alone or with another, you are loose and relaxed. Time may seem to slow down. You can expand your awareness with ease, allowing yourself to truly see and be seen. You let your feelings speak through your eyes, and the feeling channel in you breathes freely without expectation or judgment. So that are all the energetics of today, the year, the 28-day lunar cycle that we're in, the new white wind wave spell, and then the white magnetic wind energy of today. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you so much. If you've learned something or if something has bubbled up for you to share, please share it in the comments. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up for me. It will help me to get seen in the YouTube sphere. If you want to know when these lives are coming up and available, please subscribe to my channel. And I think you have to hit a bell to actually get notifications when I go live. So I invite you to do that. If it resonates, again, I don't want you to do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing, or if this isn't for you, no harm, no foul. And then if it is for you and you know of other people that it might be for, please share this with someone that comes up for you. Like if you're like, I really think this person would dig this, share it. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow to share the energetics of tomorrow for the Mayan Galactic Calendar time. So fun, all the things that I'm learning. All right, beautiful love light. I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Appreciate you. Bye.